So, just to go back and recap, maybe I'll put the power whiteboard only.
Okay.
Again, I have to change, I think, to whiteboard.
Okay, I put the YouTube on
Okay.
for those who would like to hear in YouTube.
So, there were three factors Krishna was speaking about: knowledge, object of the knowledge, and the performer. All three are subdivided into three modes. We learned all that. So, knowledge transforms into always belief. ఏమిటి నమ్ముతున్నావు, దేని నుంచి you're believing, and that translates to action. So then that action is again three modes of nature, and ultimately everything is meant for happiness. This is how we have graduated this topic. So when our belief is we are the body, we act in a different way. And when our belief is we understand we are the soul, we act in a different way. Then we understand our relationship. We understand our relationship. This is called Sambandha Gyan. Sambandha. Of course, again, this goes into three parts: Abhideya, Prayojana. So, when this belief, knowledge transforms into this belief, our action is affected by the knowledge and belief. So, today people are motivated to, and then based on this, your determination is fixed. So, you are determined. In Sattoguna, one who is in complete knowledge, his determination doesn't waver. Dhrudha nischayam. Sometimes you see, oh, I want to chant. Next day you see, oh, I cannot chant. Today, leave it. I cannot. And after 1 week, again we feel like, oh, yes, now again I have to practice spiritual life. After some time, again you see, oh, I have this work, I have that work, I have so many obligations. We are not able to keep that determination, right? We all have that experience. Determination, like everybody knows, New Year, when New Year comes, they will all write resolution. After 1 week, no resolution. You are not acting on any resolution. So Krishna explains that determination in the mode of goodness is like firm. When it is, you cannot shake that determination if you are in mode of goodness. But if you are in mode of rajoguna, passion, also you are very determined, you have firm faith, firm determination. But for what? For sense enjoyment only. And mode of ignorance, swapnabhava bodhasya, is always dreaming. So he cannot make a determination beyond dream. Anta kalaలకు అంటూనే ఉంటాడు అంతే. He cannot do more than that. Always dreaming. No, no determination. And here, these people are fickle in spiritual goals. Spiritual determination is fickle. But for sense enjoyment, it is firm. Determination is firm. And happiness, you remember? Three types of happiness. In mode of goodness, how does it begin? Begins
Bitter in the beginning.
bitter. Sweet in the
And
end. Passion?
sweet in the beginning
Yes.
and ends bitter.
And bitter. Ignorance?
Bitter in the beginning
Yes.
and ends also bitter.
Perfect. So this is, of course, I did not go into topic again. It will become too long. So now Krishna talks about the persons. Persons, see, performer, right? Knowledge, object of knowledge, and performer. Person in the mode of goodness. Who is he? Brahmana. He's a Brahmana in the mode of goodness. So he has 10 qualities. So what are those qualities? Let's see. Samo, damo, tapas, saucham. So we covered up to here. Happiness is done right here. 41. Oh, sorry, 40, I think.
Hare Krishna, I'm back. Sorry.
That's okay. We're talking about, so Brahmana, Kshatriya, Visham, Sudranam cha Parantapa, Karmani, Prabhibhaktani, Swabhava, Prabhaver, Gunaha. So Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya, Sudra are distinguished by the qualities that are acquired by nature in accordance with the modes of material nature. So this is the quality of a Brahmana now. Samodamas tapas saucham kshantirarjavameva cha gnanam vignanam astikyam brahma karma swabhavajam. So what does he do? Is peaceful, self-controlled, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness. These are all the qualities by which Brahmanas work. So this is born of his nature. In fact, it's a very good verse to by heart.
Which one?
42.
42. Samodamas tapas saucham.
Samodamas, samaha means equalness, peacefulness. Damaha means self-control. Tapaha, austerity. Saucham, very clean. Clean, external and internal. Kshantir, tolerance. Arjavam, honesty. Evacha means certainly. Gnanam, Vijnanam, Astikyam, knowledge and wisdom. Astikyam means religiousness. Brahma karma swabhavajam. This is the quality of a Brahmana. So now Krishna explains about a Kshatriya. How do you find a Kshatriya? Sauryam, Tejo Dhriti, Dakshyam, expert. Yuddhe, in expert in what? Yuddhe, cha, api, apal, apalyanam. Apalyanam means not running away. Danam is charitable. Ishvara bhavam is leadership basically. Cha kshatranam karma swabhavajam cha. So these are all the qualities. Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in the battle, generosity, and leadership are the natural qualities of the works of the Kshatriya. Now the other person, Vaishya, is Krishi, Goraksha, Vanijyam, Vaishya Karma Swabhavajam. And then the Sudra, Paricharyatmakam Karma, Sudrasyapi Swabhavajam. So, Sudra in the mode of ignorance, but Vaishya is in a mix of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So, Sattvaguna is Brahmana, Rajoguna is Kshatriya, Rajo plus Tamo is Vaishya, and purely Tamoguna is Sudra. Farming, cow protection, and business are the natural work for the Vaishya. And for the Sudras, there are labor and service to the others. Se swe swe karmani abhirataha samsiddhim labate naraha swakarma nirataha siddhim yata vindati tachruno. By following his qualities of work, every man can become perfect. Now please hear from me how this can be done. By worship of the Lord, who is the supreme source of all beings, who is all pervading, a man can attain perfection through performing his own work. So now this is a topic of dharma, practicing your own dharma. It's called swadharma. See, Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swa anutishtataha swabhavaniyatam karma kurvan napnoti khilvisham. So Krishna is saying it is better to do your own occupational duty even though you may be able to perform others' duty better. Duties prescribed according to one's nature are never affected by sinful reactions. So this is a very interesting topic, but generally, what is our nature? What is our quality? How do we decide what work I should do? People might ask. But this is a description not really for becoming fixed, which is designated as per your body. There are two types of swadharmas. So Krishna will clarify that little, very short, very soon. You can pause me and ask whenever you have doubt.
I think you're going very fast, and I think little bit explanation would be nice.
Okay.
What do everybody else think? I think
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, I think it's going little above. Head.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I was wondering how to tell in between, but you spoke from my heart. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
now the topic is going on about the person now. So till now, there are different qualities: happiness, determination, belief, action. All that is divided into 3 gunas. Now Krishna is talking about the person itself, who are affected by these modes. How do they act? So we understood about the Brahmana is in the mode of goodness, and Kshatriya in passion, Vaishya in passion plus ignorance, Sudra in ignorance. Now today, as a class of society, the entire population is doing only employment. Nobody even want to do startup also, no business also. We don't want to do. Now there are a lot of questions, what type of business you should be doing. But here Krishna is talking about Goraksha. Goraksha and farming, agriculture.
Prabhuji, both the Goraksha and farming
Yeah.
is not for Brahmins only. Goraksha is for everybody. Farming is for the Vaishyas.
It is for everybody, but
Ah,
this is, see, the thing is, Goraksha, it is not possible to one person to do it. So the entire community is coming together to do it, because Vaishya also cannot do. So Sudra is helping him.
yes.
So he cannot do also. And he needs guidance. So he needs Brahmana to help. And
Yes.
not only that, he needs protection from the Kshatriyas. So all are
Yes.
doing that work. So
Yes.
all are
Yes.
doing it. Now, today, yesterday I came across one news. Now, according to science, they are saying we have solved the problem of food. So we are able to manufacture rice in a laboratory. Okay.
But I don't
But,
believe that.
but what is it made of? It's made of beef.
Hey.
So tomorrow, when you get, somebody might be seeing, oh, rice is so cheap in the, Walmart. Maybe I'll buy, but maybe it is not even vegetarian.
Yes.
So this is demoniac. So somebody asked in the class, what is demoniac? So when people don't have regard for scriptural injunction and they manufacture these kind of ideas, then that is demoniac. So here Krishna is giving a direction for the farmers, how the Vaishyas should be doing business only in this area. Then automatically, because ultimately, what will you eat? You can't eat your nuts and bolts and your PC computers. You cannot be eating that. You need food, and that food comes from farming. So that's an essential aspect of farming. Of course, Prabhupada, the way he has instructed disciples is not even to make it large scale farming. It is only for the community of devotees. They grow just enough so that they can sustain themselves, not for profit. If they have excess, they can give it in exchange for trade or whatever. But otherwise, it is not meant for commercial activity. This system of Varnashrama system is broken in the society. It is not there. Today, everybody is a Sudra working, doing business for somebody else. All are taking jobs. You're becoming big IT professional, some manager, only to help somebody else's business. And those businesses are very small. Very few. There are only maximum top 10 companies control 80 or 90% of the entire economy. If you just take one Google or one, Facebook and all these big companies like Elon Musk and all these people, You count all of them, hardly 10 companies are there. And they control all the economy of the world. So in that sense, all of us are Sudras. Everybody is working for them only. Now, Sudra's main problem is, what is a Sudra? Sudra means we are saying it's ignorance, less intelligent, all these words we are saying. But is he really less intelligent? They are so big engineers. They are so smart thinkers, right? Then why is the scripture saying Sudra means is less intelligent? Anybody has clue? Why is a Sudra less intelligent? And why are
సూత్ర అంటే హార్డ్ వర్క్ చేస్తారు.
May I try, Prabhuji?
Try? Yeah.
Shudras are kept on the lower platform or lower ladder. Earlier days, it was on the basis of birth, that they are not from the pure race, mixed race, and that is why they were serving the upper three classes.
No, that's not according to Bhagavad Gita. Krishna doesn't say that. People have messed it up. That's a different topic. Sudra, everybody, it is not by Janma Swabhavaha. No. It is based on work, based on your work and quality.
Yes, the work was categorized. That Brahmins have to teach, Kshatriyas have to protect, Vaishyas have to indulge in trade, and Shudras will serve all the classes. And nowadays, but nowadays, even in India, Shudras are not eliminated from any job. If they are work, they.
No, you didn't understand my question at all.
Okay, I take my word back.
My question is, suppose you are taking employment. You are working for somebody. You are called a Sudra. So, scripture is saying, if anybody is born in Kali Yuga, they are all Kalau Sudra Sambhavaha.
Okay.
What does that mean? Anybody you are born in Kali Yuga, you are Sudra. But Sudra is less intelligent. But today we see there are so many intelligent people working for big companies.
Yeah.
Then why are they less intelligent? That is the question.
ఇప్పుడు కలియుగంలో అందరూ శూద్రులే అంటే ఒకళ్ళ కింద పనిచేస్తే వాళ్ళందరూ శూద్రుల కింద వస్తారు కదా ప్రభు. వాళ్ళు ఏ కులమైనా.
బట్ వాళ్ళు చాలా తెలివైన వాళ్ళు కదా, పెద్ద కంపెనీల్లో పనిచేస్తున్నారు, సిఇఓలు ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళు కూడా మరి శూద్ర కింద లెక్కే కదా. వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు లెస్ ఇంటెలిజెంట్ అంటున్నాము, అది క్వశ్చన్ ఇక్కడ.
वो भगवान की भक्ति नहीं करते हैं इसलिए.
Spirituality is less.
That's a good point. The point is, Sudra means cannot plan for future and does not have the vision. Have the vision for future. What is future? Now next question is next life.
I give the answer.
Future means next life. So they do not have vision. That is why another quality of Sudra means, today I got salary, 1 week salary, I will spend in 1 week. Again Monday, I am zero account. This is Sudra. This is the mentality of Sudra. So somebody might think, oh, but I am very intelligent. I don't spend my money. I keep all my money safely and I plan for my future, my wife, for my kids, everybody. I am planning and keeping so much money. I have fixed deposit. I have pension. I have life insurance. Then how am I Sudra?
Because you're not
Because you
thinking
did
that
not
you're not.
plan for your own next life. You don't know
Yes.
you'll be kicked out from this body.
We have to plan for, how to reach God, how to please God. That should be the planning. How,
Yes. If
how to
something
please.
does, if you
Yes,
don't
that
do
should.
that planning, then you are a Sudra.
Yeah, sure. Yes, okay. Prabhuji, I get it.
Now you get it. Okay.
I get it now.
And
Hare Krishna.
a Brahmana also, if he is also not having this idea, he's just doing ritualistic way,
Yes.
and so that is also not of any use. Whether
Yes.
you are Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, anybody.
Correct.
But if you don't have that most important thing, that is how I can make my life, how I can stop this repeated birth and death.
So
What should
the
I do?
next topic, Krishna here is talking about perfection. All these topics is telling, then he's talking about perfection in life.
Mm.
That is the next topic Krishna touches. So then he tells this point only for the Brahmana. For the Brahmana, he might be having all these qualities, but if he is not having the idea of becoming perfect, if he does not have that objective to become perfect in this life, then he is also not perfect. So that is a topic actually. The next topic is this perfection of life. And like we said, this chapter is about conclusion. What is the summary conclusion, right? Of all the topics. So now we'll go back here. You can still see the screen?
We are able
Yes,
to
Prabhu.
see the
Yes,
board,
yes.
the
Okay.
whiteboard we are able to see.
Oh, whiteboard,
Yes.
not
Hmm.
the. Okay.
Future
So
means
now,
next.
But
yeah.
Mm.
So now here Krishna is telling about action. So he's saying any work that you do in this world is covered with fault. Just like fire is always covered with smoke. So no matter how much best work you are trying to do in this world, that work will be contaminated with some fault. It's such an important sloka. So any work you do will be covered with fault. So there
Fault.
is no work which is perfect. So what he is trying to tell here, suppose you are a Brahmana. So you might be engaged in some kind of sacrifices, some animal sacrifice or some sacrifices that even your Brahmana vritti is contaminated. Suppose you are doing Kshatriya work, you might be have engaged in killing enemies, or you may be in diplomatic terms, you have to tell lies. So your work is also contaminated. And for a Vaishya, you're doing business, Vanijyam, then you have to tell lies. You cannot tell, sir, I bought this for 10 rupees. I am selling it to you for 10 rupees only. No profit. No profit. So if he doesn't tell like that, he cannot sell it. So his work only is filled with lies. So every work, and sometimes Sudras might have to work for very sinful employers. So all the work that you do in this world is filled with sin. Or just like fire is covered with smoke, just like somebody, you're IT professional, you are doing some work, but then ultimately that work may be contributing to the four sinful activities. Your software is being used by some gambling company or something else you are doing, and they are making bombs, and they are going and throwing and killing hundreds of people, thousands of people. So everybody, whatever work we do here in this world is contaminated. That's what Krishna is trying to say here. But one who is self-controlled, unattached, and who disregards all material enjoyments can obtain by practice of renunciation the highest stage of freedom from reaction. If you remember the 18th chapter, it started with the topic of what was the topic?
Renunciation.
Yes. So now Krishna is come back to this topic and is telling how you can achieve the highest perfection through renunciation.
This is shloka number 40.
49.
49. First question he asked, 49 May it is completed. No, he
Yes.
kept giving different understanding of the same thing.
Yes.
Final conclusion is in 49.
No, it's not conclusion. He's saying,
yeah, starting conclusion.
now you have to make your renunciation perfect by practice of renunciation. You practice renunciation, he's saying. Now, how to do it, he's going to tell next. See, Krishna is telling, oh, son of Kunti, learn from me how one who has achieved this perfection can attain the supreme perfectional stage, Brahman, the stage of highest knowledge, by acting in the way I shall now summarize. Now he's going to tell. How will you get that perfection? Obviously, you can
Renunciation.
guess.
Perfection of
What
renunciation.
he will tell. What he will tell?
Bhakti Yoga.
What is the
Buddhya.
word here? Yukta Vairagya. వైరాగ్యం టాపిక్ ఇక్కడ యుక్త వైరాగ్యము. హౌ డస్ దట్ కమ్? బుద్ధ్యా విశుద్ధయా యుక్తో ధృత్యాత్మా నియమ్య చ శబ్దాదిన్ విషయాంస్ త్యక్త్వా రాగద్వేషు వ్యుధస్య చ వివిక్త సేవి లఘౌ అసి యథా వాక్కాయ మనస ధ్యాన యోగ పరో నిత్యం వైరాగ్యం సముపార్షిత అహంకారం బలం దర్పం కామం క్రోధం పరిగ్రహం విముచ్య నిర్మమః శాంతో బ్రహ్మభూయాయ కల్పతే. సో ఎక్కడికి రావాలి? బ్రహ్మభూయాయ కల్పతే అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు బికమ్ ట్రాన్సెండెంటల్, అంటే త్రిగుణాలకి అతీతముగా రావాలి. త్రిగుణాలకి అతీతముగా మనం అక్కడ నిమగ్నమై ఉండాలి. అవి అక్కడ ఉండాలి అంటే ఏం చేయాలి? ప్యూరిఫికేషన్. బీయింగ్ ప్యూరిఫైడ్. ఏంటి ప్యూరిఫై అవ్వాలి? మనసు బుద్ధి. దేంతో? త్రూ దృఢ నిశ్చయం. ఇప్పుడే జస్ట్ నౌ వి డిస్కస్డ్, కృష్ణ టోల్డ్ how can you get దృఢ నిశ్చయం? only if you are situated in సత్వగుణ with full knowledge. లేదంటే అది డిటర్మినేషన్ రాదు. You cannot be determined to control your mind and intelligence if you are in the lower modes. రజోగుణం తమోగుణంలో ఉన్నంత వరకు ఈ దృఢ నిశ్చయం రాదు. Anybody will talk about this topic, either we are sleepy, mind is disturbed, we cannot hear, we cannot understand, not because we are not intelligent, because our faith, our belief is not that I am the soul. Our belief is I am the body. That is why this topic or determination to go into spiritual life does not come. So hence what you should do, you have to give up sense gratification. You have to give up objects of sense gratification, being free from attachment and raga dveshamu. Ragamu ante attachment. Kavali, idi kavali. ద్వేషము, నాకు ఇది వద్దు. రాగద్వేషానికి అతీతముగా ఉండాలి. One who lives in a secluded place. అసత్సంగ త్యాగ్ ఏ వైష్ణవ ఆచార్. మనం అందరి మధ్యలోని నాకు ఈ కోరికలు కావాలి, ఆ కోరికలు ఉన్న, వందల కొద్ది కోరికలు ఉన్న వాళ్ళతో మనం ఎప్పుడు తిరుగుతూ ఉంటే, if we are always associating with materialistic people, then this desire, determination also won't come, because they will go on polluting your fertile brain. They will
Even
tell
if we want to go little bit forward also, there are so many people, oh, you don't have a house, oh,
Yes.
you don't have a car, oh, you don't have money for your daughter's wedding, oh, you don't have this. Like this, they'll pollute
Yes.
the brain.
They think they are helping you. They think they are not actually telling you to be polluted because that's all they have idea. So they are giving their idea to you. So that this is what it means. You don't go and live in a forest. As a devotee, what you do, you associate with only like-minded devotees who have the same determination. Got it? Now, who eats very little? Don't eat too much. Just eat to live. That's all. You don't live to eat. You eat to live. Who controls his body, mind, and speech? No nonsense. How do you control your body? What does that mean? Control your body means control your senses. By yuktahara viharasya, nidra, swapna. Even nidra and swapna also you have to limit. Everything you have to limit. Eating you have to limit. Keep your body very clean all the time. So that is keeping body clean. Eat only prasadam. See, these are all the things to control the body. Then how do you control the mind? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's how you control your mind. And power of speech. Power of speech. You don't talk any nonsense. If it is not connected to Krishna, don't talk only. Don't hear also. Don't hear, don't talk. This is power of speech. This is for all for what? Only if you want perfection in life. These instructions are for people who want perfection in life. You don't want perfection in life, then doesn't matter. Who is always in trance and who is detached, free from false ego, false strength, false pride, lust, anger, and acceptance of material things, free from false proprietorship. Aham mameti, everything is mine. Everything is for my pleasure. It is our khandan. Kitna bada hai malum hai? False prestige. Even our grandfathers, very, very famous people, like this, we have false pride. There is a saying in Telugu, మా తాతలు నేతులు నాకేరు కావాలంటే మా మూతులు చూడండి. So my grandfathers have eaten always in ghee. If you want the proof, you can smell my mouth. You'll get
Oh
ghee
my
smell.
God.
So it is false. It's false pride. So what they did? You don't have anything. They are only not there. They're gone. This is false pride. So you don't take such type of pleasure in such type of things. False strength. False strength. What is false strength? My friends, they're very rich. My classmates, they're very, very powerful. They are in big positions. I have so many relatives. At a phone call, I'll get 500 relatives. Just one phone call. So many people will come. But all these people, you are living for them. But Krishna calls them Asat Sainyeshu, meaning a fallible soldier. కరెక్ట్ గా యుద్ధం టైంకి శత్రువు వచ్చిన టైంకి ఈ సైనికుడు పారిపోతాడు. అలాంటి సైన్యం ఇది. When death comes, when disease comes, they cannot do anything to you. Such type of false strength we have. నాకు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారో తెలుసా, నా బలగం ఎంత పెద్దది తెలుసా. So many relatives I have so much strength, such a big community I have. We have this Sindhi community or Arya Vaishya community, whatever community you belong to. You might think, we have a very big community. So what? Nobody is going to help you at the time of death. When death really comes, nobody, even your bank account, even your everything that you built also cannot help you. It is false strength. And obviously, lust, anger, we don't even have to mention. They don't do any good to you. And obviously, false proprietorship. You are not the owner only. You are not the owner of anything. Yesterday, I was giving the example. Today, everybody works in corporate world. In the corporate world to work, they give you a laptop. They give you a laptop, right? You can bring it home also. Just because you brought the laptop home does not mean it belongs to you. It's very clear, right? The company keeps on reminding you that thing, that asset is not yours. You are allowed to work, but it's not yours. They'll give you a beautiful cabin also, nice office. If you're a big manager, bigger cabin, bigger seat. That's not yours. Moment your job is over, boom, that's taken away. They might give you 200 employees under you. They're all working for you. You might be thinking, wow, just if I tell one email, people all will report to me. You might think like that. But are you the owner of all these people? No. You are not. They are not working for you. They are given to you to do some work for somebody else. So if you don't understand this, then you are having a false ownership. You are not the owner. You are not the owner of any of the things that company gave you. Everything belongs to the company. Right? Now, these are all the qualifications before you even step to the next topic, which Krishna is telling. This is the base. This is the base for your eligibility criteria. Before you go to college, they will check, 10 check boxes are there. How many marks you got? Did you write SAT exam? Did you pass physics? Did you pass maths? Like that, there are so many criteria. Check box, check box, check box. Okay, all tick marks you put. Okay, next, I can give you admission in the college, right? Like that, Krishna is telling, okay, put all these check marks. Put check mark for all these items. If you can put check mark for all these items, then I'll take you to the next sloka. What is that? Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati samas sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. So, how can you become a bhakta of Krishna and experience this Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma? In your heart, you need happiness. We talked about happiness, remember? The 3 stages of happiness. And even beyond that, Sattva Guna's happiness is Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. This topic of happiness is called, which is beyond the 3 guna, is called Brahma Bhuta. How do you, when you are in that stage, na sochati na kankshati. But before you were saying, I want this, I want that, alanti emi requirement undadu. Why? Because body, you're beyond the body, you're beyond the mind, you're beyond the intelligence, you're beyond ahankara. Ahankaram kanna above enti? Dasa dasanu dasa. I belong to Krishna. ఇందులో అహంకారం లేదు ఇక్కడ. ఆ స్టేజ్లో ఉంటే అప్పుడు ప్రసన్నాత్ముడు అయ్యి బ్రహ్మభూతం అంటే ఈ త్రిగుణాలకి అతీతంగా ఉంటావు. అప్పుడు ఏంటి లభిస్తుంది? లభతే మద్భక్తిం. మద్భక్తిం అంటే కృష్ణ భక్తి. ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? అప్పుడు వస్తుంది కృష్ణ భక్తి. సో రైట్ నౌ we are just doing like a small children imitating parents, right? Kids are always imitating parents. We see that all the time. Like that, right now we are heart pair, we are hitting and chanting, and we are putting tilak and all that, and we are thinking we are bhakta. But Krishna, according to Krishna, your bhakti begins at this point. At this point, your bhakti begins. This is Krishna's conclusion, not our conclusion. And samas sarveshu bhuteshu. Here at this point, you don't discriminate between any living entity. He doesn't, no desire, no lamentation, nothing. And now you see the next sloka. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gnatva vishate tat anantaram. In fact, according to Krishna, there is no other way to get Krishna other than bhakti. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. You cannot understand Krishna through any other method. నేను యజ్ఞం చేసేస్తాను, యాగం చేసేస్తాను, బోళ్ళంత మంత్రపఠనం చేసేస్తాను, వేదాలు చదివేస్తాను, యజ్ఞాలు చేసేస్తాను, నేను అడవులకి వెళ్ళిపోయి తపస్సులు చేసేస్తాను. Nothing. There is no guarantee that you can understand Krishna. But only through bhakti you can actually understand Krishna. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter into my kingdom of God. So I'll stop here. I can take any questions and let me know if any topic is not clear. I can explain little more.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I have few doubts to be cleared. One
Okay.
is, can you go to that whiteboard, please?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. Here, this Kshatriya, where you mentioned in passion,
Uh-huh.
now that is connected to a Kshatriya, like where he is fighting for the country, for
Yeah.
the motherland.
Mhm.
That is what in that connection, right?
Correct. Correct.
So in that connection, if he is like doing it for the country, then there is he's not how do I say it, bound by any of that Vaishya or anything, right? Am I right in that?
No, Vaishya is again another nature, right? He is a businessman. Vaishya is a businessman.
Yeah.
Kshatriya is an administrator, is a king.
Okay. Okay.
You're asking about
And
reaction.
yes, the reaction, yes.
Yeah,
The reaction.
everybody will have, every action has reaction,
Okay.
including Brahmana.
Okay.
Brahmana's reaction means because he did so much according to Brahma Karma Swabhavajam, he did all this activity as per the recommendation of the scripture. He is given heavenly planets.
Okay.
He
Okay.
can go to up to heavenly planets, but that's all. But that's
Okay.
not the goal.
Ah.
There also again everything is there. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, even in heaven also.
But also Kshatriya, if he is doing, now you don't know, somebody is like a terrorist, he's
Yeah.
also kind of thinking that I'm doing the right thing. So he will not get, he's thinking that he has all the qualities. Yeah, he is in passion and he has all these things, but he will have negative reaction.
Exactly.
Only
Yes.
somebody who is in the mode
Knowledge.
of
See, that's
knowledge
why
and
all
he's
these
doing.
topics are very important. It all begins with knowledge.
Mm.
Mm.
So knowledge is
Okay.
translated into belief. See, when you wake up in the morning, all of us, we are just doing our routine work, correct? You're
Yeah.
not thinking. At that time, you're not thinking, I have to do this, I have to take bath, I have to brush my teeth, I have to cook, I have to do some, whatever you're doing, you're not thinking. That action is being performed. Why? Because it is inspired by a belief.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
Why you're not able to wake up in the morning to chant? I want to wake up
Yeah.
at 3:30, 4 o'clock. You cannot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Because that determination is not formed.
Firm. Mm. Correct.
So
Okay.
that has to, that, how does that come again? How does that determination come? Firm
By chanting
determination.
again.
Again,
By
yes. It's a
chanting.
loop. It's a loop. Then by
Yeah.
chanting, what happens? Some of your dirt is cleansed. Then you are ready to take little bit of knowledge, and that little bit of knowledge is transformed into little bit of belief,
Yes.
and that little bit of belief translates into action, and that little bit of action translates into little bit of happiness.
Happiness.
So this whole thing is a loop.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So little by little, little by little, little by little, you keep on doing this activity repeatedly, then you will
Mm.
come to this kind of complete knowledge and complete faith, belief, then automatically you will come into a highway mode. Then without knowledge, just like here, you see, mode of goodness begins bitter. Oh, very difficult. I can't chant Hare Krishna so much time, 2 hours. How can I sit and chant 2 hours? It's so bitter.
Mm.
Doesn't
Mm.
matter. It's bitter only. It doesn't matter. Keep on chanting. One day you'll find it sweet. One day you'll find it sweet.
Right. Thanks. And one more doubt.
Yeah.
You had mentioned about the rice which has been made in the lab, right? In future, that is what it may come to.
Yeah.
But that is not connected with India in the sense, here it is still, we are in that dharmic, the farmers are also still dharmic mode. They haven't come to the thing of, making it with whatever that the impurities.
It all
Ah,
boils down to
ah,
it all boils
ah.
down to this. Right now, how much of GMO materials we are eating in India, we have no idea. Today, if you
Hmm.
see all these news that paneer, how it is made in India, do you think every paneer that everything is sold in the market is made of milk?
No,
Exactly.
no.
So food industry is the highest adulterated industry.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we will not come to know. Very, very subtly it will all go. Ultimately, it is a traders. Big traders are there who are going to trade, exchange, 10 trucks are going here, one shipload is coming here, one shipload is going there. Wow, through phone calls, they will exchange. Oh, so cheap, I'll give you. Then what will the businessman think? Oh, if I'm selling rice at 100 rupees a kilo, why not give somebody for 20 rupees a kilo?
Hmm.
Then as a businessman, you'll think in a different way.
Hmm.
Instead of
Hmm.
selling 1 ton per day, I will sell maybe 20 tons in a day.
Yeah.
My God, how much profit I made. So it all boils down to money. So then innocent people don't even come to know. That's how, anyway, they have a whole system of marketing, and that's how we are all victims of it.
Yeah, right.
Just
Okay,
like
thank
when Modi had this thing about farmers ke upar, he was doing that, there was so much agitation from the farmers. And who are these farmers from Punjab and all? They are sitting, they came to Delhi and all. You remember, right? They are in
Yeah.
Range Rovers and all these. Who are they farmers?
Yeah.
They are not
Yeah.
farmers actually. Farmers don't have basics only. And these people who are coming in Range Rovers and all, so these are the people who are controlling everything. You see, that is what is happening. The farmer doesn't want to do anything wrong. Even today, we were surprised when we were in we had a small farm, right, near Vishakhapatnam. The women, if they are doing farming work, so women also come in the farm, right? And they do plowing and everything, all the farm work they do.
Yeah.
But the 3 days that they are, in having the menses, during those days, they would not come in the farm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Even that was followed over there. I don't know how much of India follows it, but in our village, in our farm, these women would not come. They'll say, no, no, we should not touch the ground. We should not touch, because this is all cooked. It is offered in the temples. It is offered for puja. So that was the level, but how many people are following it? How do we know?
Yeah.
It is deteriorating very fast. कलयुगा नो deteriorate हो रहा है, बहुत fast हो रहा है कलयुगा. So like that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Any other question anybody has? So with this, we'll stop the class. Tomorrow, what do we want to do? We continue with the 18th chapter and finish the 18th chapter?
Yes, let's complete this 18th
Yeah,
chapter.
I think, we've been taking so many classes, but I think this is very important and we need to understand it.
Because
And
very big chapter, very big chapter.
very
And,
big.
and all the topics are interconnected.
Yeah. Basically, if you hear this entire 18 chapter ka lectures itself, you'll get a proper, Krishna consciousness perspective of everything. These 18 chapters, if somebody is hearing, or because Prabhu has explained it so nicely. In fact, the entire thing, this time when we have gone, we've not only covered the shlokas, but we've covered almost all the shlokas of each chapter. So it gave a very big overflow.
But this chapter is telling us how do we live, our daily living. It is about.
Yes. Yes.
No?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
To
true.
say
Yeah.
about
It's giving.
about our thinking, about our
Yeah.
talking,
Yes.
about everything.
Yes. And
It's
very important sloka is the, the Brahmana's qualities that I think, we don't even understand. We think Brahmana means, he just wears a janyo and he does some yajna. But there are qualities which the Brahmana should have. Does he have those qualities? We as devotees, we should at least come to those qualities, basic qualities. And then we, try to
We are
become.
talking about going beyond Sattva Guna.
Yeah. Brahmana is on Sattva Guna, the best Brahmana. And best Brahmana, what are the things he is doing? What are his qualities?
But for
We
a
should.
devotee, he should be beyond the Brahmana.
Like that.
Very interesting. It is very interesting, but it's like, overlapping one into another, and then, it gets even more into it, like you're absorbing more and more of it. It's
Yes.
But you
very,
have to
very,
read, scrutinizingly you have to read, so that you get the topic.
Yeah.
I'm still lagging far behind. We all have all gone to that plus two and first year college also. I am still in that nursery class.
No,
So
no,
I have
no.
a
See, the thing
very
is,
long way to go.
see, we are only talking. This is lip service. You see, we have to understand everything to the core. We have
See,
to
there are
understand and
any
apply it.
lesson,
That we are trying to do right
any
now.
lesson, there are three aspects, right?
Mm.
So first aspect is the teacher will tell you to do some small experiment also, take a pipette, take some chemical, pour it. All these are actions. Some action items are required, right? That is one aspect. And then the second aspect is called theory. You have to understand why are you doing these things. That's called theory. And the third aspect of it is called application. Why are you doing these things? Why are you learning this knowledge? Why are you doing this experiment? For what reason? You have to apply. Correct? Like
Yeah.
that, in the Vedas, all the aspects are divided into three topics always. One is called Karma Kanda, one is called Jnana Kanda, one is called Upasana Kanda. Kanda means division. It is not
Yeah.
that again you have to find a Veda which is talking about Karma Kanda, which is talking about Jnana Kanda, which is talking about Upasana Kanda. No, not like that. Every topic has these three aspects. So
Yeah.
traditionally, what has happened in India, all are used to the things what you do daily. It's called rituals. So
Yeah.
that is called karma kanda. You tell me, break one coconut, I'll go and break a coconut. I have to do arti, I'll do arti. Mindlessly, we are doing all these things. We don't know.
Yes.
These are all there. They are recommended for a particular purpose. So that
Yes.
purpose, when you know, that is called jnana kanda. You
Yeah.
got the knowledge. Why are you doing? Okay, why are you breaking coconut? Why are you doing arti? Why are you doing all these things? That understanding you got now, then what is that application? You have to become a bhakta. You have to become a great devotee. And what is that being great devotee means? That is what Krishna is explaining. You have to attain, come to the stage of Brahma Bhuta platform. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. Why we do everything? For one reason. Prasanna Atma. You have to become Prasanna. You have to become Anand. Anand milna hai. For that Ananda, you are doing all these things. But you cannot be separating these aspects. You told no. You told to chant no. I learned 108 slokas. You told no. I have to read this. I read it. You told no. Like that. No, that is, you are reducing that work as a separate entity, which is again categorized as ritual. You don't want to convert every work into ritual. You told to chant Hare Krishna. No, I'm chanting. No. So I should get bhakti. No. No, you will not get.
So
You
5:45 arrival. Dushant. सुबह 6 बजे पहुंच.
See, your mind is there. 5:45, Dushant is coming.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. No problem, no problem. We are in this material world, so we have things, obligations. We understand. No, but also another topic is Gyan and Vigyan. That also is two aspects. No, first to have the knowledge, and then what is Vigyan means to apply that knowledge.
Yes.
So that is what we are into. Yeah, we might know a lot of things. How much of it are we applying in our life?
No, it's
So
like
Gyan and
this.
Vigyan.
Jnana Vigyan is like this. For example, you have a mango, raw mango. Raw mango is okay. You can cut and make it to pickle and eat things. That's a different thing. But my point is, the raw mango has to become ripe. How do you know it has become ripe? It has a certain color. It has a certain flavor. All these things are manifest in that mango. Then you know that mango is ripe. There are certain characteristics. Like that, our Kacha Bhakti, how do you know it is Pakra? Through two aspects. The color has to change of Jnana and Vairagya. The flavor has to turn into Jnana and Vairagya. Color and flavor has to change. That is Jnana Vairagya. Abhi mango pakra hai. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we will
Thank you so
stop
much.
here and we will continue tomorrow. And hopefully we can finish the chapter tomorrow. So, same time
Yeah.
we'll come. Okay, we'll chant 3 times Hare Krishna and then we'll